took notes down and you jotted things. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tega Teddy, and if you're new here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, please. So thank you. So today I'll be going straight into the video. So from the title of the video, you can see about it's talking about things to consider when deciding to school abroad. So okay, so if you're wondering, oh, where should I pick, US or Canada, Ukraine, whatever, this video is for you. So let's get right into the video. So first point, guys, the first point to consider when trying to relocate or trying to come and do your undergrad or your masters or whatever you want to do here is budget. You need to have a plan, you need to have a budget in place to relocate. So now I'm going to elaborate on this point. First of all, budget. Okay, when looking forward to school abroad, you're looking for university, cheapest universities, most expensive universities, you have to be looking at the prices within that area. So let's say your budget is 25k. Okay, let's say $20,000. That's your budget. You cannot be looking for a university, or you cannot be applying to a university that the fees are $75,000 a year. Trust me, there are universities like that. If you check US or Canada, even University of Toronto, for international students, you can see universities for $75,000. So you cannot be, if your budget is 25k, you cannot be looking for a university that is 75k and above. Even if they're going to give you a 30% scholarship. Okay, let's say you find a school that's 75k and they give you 30% scholarship, you have to pay the remaining 22,500. So that's already past your budget. So budget is the most important thing. You need to have a budget in place, and you need to look for schools, or you need to look for places within that budget, your budget. Okay, so let's go straight to the second point. My second point, guys, is desperate. I understand why I'm saying this, because I've been in a situation where I was looking for schools, where I was looking for admission. So I'll say don't be too desperate, because if you're too desperate, any opportunity that's given to you, you will just jump on it. I would advise you to scrutinize everything coming to your doorstep. Not every opportunity is worth trying. So if you find yourself going for fairs at the USA fairs, school in Canada fairs, where you see different schools, it's not every school that you jump in. So the way in Nigeria we have polytechnic, we have university, and we have one other thing, I don't know. So some schools that will be given to you, this school, the fees is $1k, or okay, let me apply for this school. This school might be a polytechnic school here in Canada or wherever you want to study. So don't be too desperate to take every opportunity given to you. So make sure that if you're coming to school abroad, you're picking a good school that when you graduate from, you're getting a good degree that can be used anywhere in the world. But if you're too desperate, even if the school is in Okota, Okata, a place in Canada, a very bush place in Canada, and you pick it, so it's you're going from fry pan to fire. So you want to be relaxed when you're choosing your schools. You don't want to jump at every opportunity given to you. If not, if you're too desperate, you'll be prone to scammers, because there are scammers now that everybody's doing study abroad thing, so I'm doing free this thing. There will be scammers. So don't be too desperate. Be calm, be cool and collected about the whole point would be, this cannot be overstated or oversaid. Make sure you're doing your research well. I'm going to share a story that happened to me. So I went for a fair, a US fair. So in this fair, I met a lady. Okay, she was standing for a particular school, and then she was like, oh, hi, can I see your WAEC result? I showed her my WAEC result, and she was like, wow, this is really good. Okay, the next step, you are eligible for admission in our school, so fill out this form, blah blah blah. You're going to need to apply for US visa so you can study in our school. No, and my dad was like, oh, my mom was like, sorry, my mom, she was like, oh, US visa, okay, so the school is in US then. And then she was like, yeah, it's in US. So I was going for a medicine course. And if you know about studying abroad and all these things, you cannot really study medicine directly. You have to do a 4-year pre-med course before you actually study the main medicine. But then this one was telling me that in her school, you can do only a 1-year pre-med course before you study the main medicine. So my mom was like, wow, so you just have to take 5 years to study medicine instead of normal 8 years it takes. And I was really happy. I found the perfect school, that kind of thing. Guys, guess what? This school was not in US. This school was directly beside US. So it was in Guyana. And if you check the map, you can pause this video and check the map. The map of if you look at the map, Guyana is just very close to US, but it's not in US. It's very close to Venezuela. So assuming like I did not do my research well, I would have gotten admission to that school and I'm traveling to US, Guyana. So I'll think, oh, I'm going to US, but I'm not going to US. I'm going to Guyana, a different place from US. So you have to do your research well, because if you just jump into any school at all, I'm sorry for you. You have to make, this is very important, guys. Do your research well. Make sure that the school you are going to is not in an isolated area. So guys, like I said, do your research well. Make sure that you're going to the right place. Make sure you're not going to a jungle. Make sure you're like, whatever you're applying to, it is authentic and it is the right decision you're making. So my fourth point would be certain of whatever decision you're making. So if you're saying you want to go to US, be certain that US is where you want to go to. If you want to go to Canada, be certain that okay, this is where I want to go to. Don't be off and on, because like sometimes like some of my friends, when they like ask me who did your application for you, and I ask them where do you want to go, to US or Canada, they're like US, Canada. Like be certain, make up your mind. And when you're deciding where to go to, also consider the amount of dollars you like, the currency rate. Yes, because you know Canada is cheaper than US. So keep those things in mind, make your decision and be certain and place your mind that this is where I want to go to. I don't really have points to elaborate on this point, but point okay, whatever, but you shall get what I'm trying to say. Then my last point, guys, this is really important. Like I wish I knew this. Honestly, I wish someone told me. Okay, even if someone did tell me, but then I just didn't take it seriously. The last point, guys, is start your application early. This cannot be oversaid. Start your application early. If you made a decision that okay, I'm going to US, I'm going to Canada, I'm going to anywhere in this world, guys, start your application early. If you're in your last year of high school or senior secondary school, like let's say you're in SS3 right now, or you're in SS2, okay, SS2 is too early, but then SS3, start your application early. Like okay, let's say you're done writing WAEC, or during that part you're writing WAEC, look for an agent, a trustworthy agent that you can trust your your application process in their hands. But just start your application early. I did not start my application early because I don't know, I just felt like okay, after WAEC I'll start. After I even forgot, and I was busy just relaxing, saying let me flex more before I start thinking of what I'm going to do with my life. I wish I knew. That's why I wasted a whole 1 year at home. Start your application early so you don't waste any years at home, because staying at home just makes you so tired. Like just makes you feel like you don't have anything to do. So start your application early so that you can go to school early. I'm using early. But you shall get, so even when you start your application early, it gives room for mistakes. So let's say for example you start your application in February and you apply for visa to whatever country you want to travel to. If they deny your visa, you have extra time to reapply. So if you start your application process like let's say July or August, and you're supposed to resume September, if they deny your visa, you have to reapply again. Your resumption days will be postponed because you could not get a visa. So start your application early. And that is all I have for this video. So I just hope you took notes down and you jotted things down. I just hope, because people to like make the same mistake I made. So that's why I'm sharing this point for everybody and for people who want to really study abroad. So I just hope these 5 points I have stated is clear. And if you have any other points as someone who's already here, someone who's more advanced in all these things, please feel free to leave in the comment section for people who will come back later to watch. Please do not bottle up your points or your ideas, just leave it in the comment section. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and please do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you learned 1 or 2 things from this video. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.